What's good, everybody? I am Joshua Jericho, and we are playing Tales of Berseria. And we are on our way, finally, towards the... I guess I shouldn't say finally, but we are on our way towards the Abbey. We've gotten onto the right continent now, and we're on the right path. So, seems like things are working together now. Got a nice big field to play around in. These guys are a little stronger than the last one.
No escape! Hurricane! No escape! I'll stop you!
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Beast Mane. A blade made from an especially hard claw specialized for fighting beasts. At the beginning of each battle, each character regains an amount of BG based on the total number of stars gained through repeated art usage across all that character's arts. This provides an incentive to use every art available. By gaining proficiency with all of a character's arts, you can recover upwards of 1 BG every battle. Advantageous encounters double BG restoration while back attack nullified entirely.
Looks like you want to die. I'll stop you! Devour! Hurricane! Scarlet Edge! I'll stop you! Slow down! Hurricane! Hurricane! Make a take that! Devour!
Ah, dang it.
This is the Reaper's power.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Yeah. I'm like a killer.
Always ready to fight.
Oh boy, Axe Beaks.
No escape!
Take that! Devour! Got you! Finish! Like a dragon!
I'll stop you! Pummel! Wind lance! I'll stop you! Let's go!
I love when, like, the targeting system makes me run, like, all the way across the map to go hit something. Hey, dadgummit, you.
See this?
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Yeah. Look at all those items I get. Like, I remember when the game was like, there's a small chance you'll get items. I was like, no. It's not a small chance at all. It's like an astronomical chance.
Let's go!
Ooh, that was cool.
See this? Wind lance! Hurricane!
Next! Slow down!
Let's go!
Twin whip!
Let's go! See this?
Splitter! Next!
Pummel! Deception!
Victory is ours.
Aphrodite sash. A belt ornamented with the pale pink rose restores HP upon defeating foes. Yeah.
You better be ready.
How's that? I'll stop you! Eat it!
Take that! Devour! Finish! Scarlet Edge!
Woohoo!
Who wants some?
Maybe I should switch on that beast one item while I'm in the wilds anyway. And then I can put the other one back on, the ruler back on when I'm fighting in the Abbey, because I'm sure we're going to be fighting in the Abbey. I mean, come on, really? Like, who's going to go, like, we're going to go to the Abbey, and then we're going to get there, And we're just gonna be like, no, we just came to have a conversation and a nice talk. Would you like some tea? Like, let's all be friends.
Like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you.
I think I'll do that. Oh, that thing looks awesome. Look at that. That is way better than that. Awesome. 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 Yes. And look, it even matches to our armor and stuff. It's so cool. Much better than what I had. What was I wearing before? Favorable encounter.
Dark and light!
No escape! Deception!
Let's go!
Not good. See this?
Out of my way!
I'll stop
you! Dark and light!
See this? One down. Let's go. Who wants some hurricane? See this? See this? Victory is ours.
That thing's so cool. That weapon is awesome. I'm in love with that sword now. So where's this super awesome mega demon thing that I was warned about?
Too slow. See this?
Big boot.
No escape. Too slow.
That all you
I'll stop you. Eat it.
Dark and light!
Deception.
Racing!
Tremble. One down. Blast out.
Out of my way!
Let's go.
Splitter! Crushing wing!
Let's go.
Geo stigma!
I'll stop you.
Dark and
See
light!
this?
Racing!
Eat it.
Eat it.
If you want to live, get out of my way. How's that?
Take that! Devour! Got you!
Let's go. For three. Strike. No.
Lots of fighting in this one. That's okay though, like, kind of good to balance out some episodes where there's no fighting like the last one, and then episodes like this one where there's plenty of combat.
See this?
I think it's important.
We're finished here. Let's go.
I don't want to miss any items or anything, but I think I've now officially cleared out the entire woodlands. I don't see that demon that was roaming around that they were warning us about. Maybe it's not in this particular area.
I'll finish
Oh
this
no!
quick. Let's go.
Snake snuck up on me. It was a snake in the grass, and I never saw it coming.
I'll stop you.
Devour! Got you! Finish! Breakthrough!
Dead yet?
Got you! Splitter! Crushing wing! Got you! Geo stigma!
Let's go.
Got you! Splitter! Got you!
Form two.
Crushing wing!
Let's go.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
What'll it take to make you go all out?
Alright, which way's the right way, guys? Let's see what the map has to say. Says nothing. Well, I know south is the direction I'm supposed to be headed. So, let's see what's over here. Towards the not the south. I think I picked right. In terms of, like, I'm looking for the items, not for the actual path. I mean, I want the actual path. I'll get there eventually. But you gotta get all the items in the area first, you know, that's important. Oh! A 95 cat box. That's gonna take all my cats. And I'm literally gonna be out of cats now because of this. So he better give me something. Okay, well, I guess I'm not literally going to be out of cats now because I just restocked on them. Or not restocked, but I just went over 95. But this cat's better be worth it. 95 cats. The last cat's was 75 cats, and he wasn't worth it. So this cat's better be worth it. Top hat, okay. That's excusably worth it. I'm okay with that. Let's see how it looks. It's not bad. Kind of makes me look like a magician now. Kind of looks silly on him. Not great. I still like the cowboy hat better on him. I don't know, it's not bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put on velvet? Let me know in the comments. I think it's kind of a funny idea, but I think I'll pass on it. My expedition has returned. That means I need to open up my expedition thing.
Take a look at this.
You losers.
This recipe looks real tasty.
I can tell by your enthusiasm, Laphicet. A plate covered in slices of raw fish, made to look like waves on a stormy sea. Doesn't look like that at all. So, I guess I'll go into
Scout
the
ship setting sail.
Didn't really seem very fortuitous on that one. My lame-o pirate team didn't even win 2 fights. They only won 1 fight. They did better when they only had 5 seconds.
Wow, those walls. They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire, and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorius. That's it.
So they straight up called us the villain right there. Which doesn't surprise me. I'm not being surprised by it. I'm just... It's weird to be the bad guys. But it's also kind of cool. There needs to be more games where you get to be bad guys. But it's a delicate process you gotta work out.
Victory is ours.
Cause we are the champions. Our friends. I don't think those gates look that much bigger than the cities that I've been in before already, does it? I think I was almost kind of expecting even more, to be honest.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Move it or die. Hold up!
For more! Take that! Devour! Finish! Scarlet Edge! Got you!
No escape! I'll stop you!
Obvious! Got you!
How dare you hit me, monkey man? The one thing that's the downside about having multiple people in your team is that the more people in the team, the more spread out the enemies become too. So it's harder to get the large group hits like I was doing early on when I only had 2 people in the team. And everything was kind of either focused on me or focused on Roku. Now there's like 4 people, so they can kind of be all over the place. You know?
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Should I explore a little more, or should I go to the city? I don't know. I guess I'll go explore a little more. Or not, I mean, I guess I'll go to the city.
An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey? Where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove.
Coo.
Remember, Magilou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
That was so awkwardly weird.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A piece paid for with Laffy's.
Velvet?
Oh man, that's tormentuous. Oh, but boy, that cuckoo bit. That was pretty worth. I don't know if I feel bad for her or what. That was just funny though. Oh, it looks like I'm stuck in here now. I see that you're performers, but that doesn't mean I'll let you stir up any trouble. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Oh man. Get your scrumptious vegetables here, local and imported. We've got vegetables shipped in from East Gand and West Gand. There are not very original names around here if we're in Mid Gand and they have North Gand and East Gand and West Gand. Kinda lame. You'd think somebody around here could make up names.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the crown prince.
The crown prince. What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorius and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorius and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorius' side.
Well, yeah, duh. Did you really need that to tell you that? I mean, like, have you not heard about how everybody calls him the savior and stuff? Nobody's gonna like you when you do this. The best thing about Prince Percival is that he's single. Womp womp. Actually, I suppose Lord Artorius is too. Shouldn't a man like that have a special someone? He did, but he threw it all away. You weren't the someone, though. Just to clarify. Your sister was, and we don't know that he really threw that away. Or do we? Or did I misunderstand that? I thought for sure that he was dating her sister. I want to thank you for watching over me all the time. You're quite welcome. Seeing you healthy and happy makes it all worth it. Don't turn into a demon. That dub trick was amazing. I'm going to go see Magalou's menagerie for sure. Cuckoo. She made her go cuckoo. The simple joys in life.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? For a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorius. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The prince also gave Lord Artorius authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
I wonder, I'm not entirely sure. I wonder how much this is similar to, like, say, the Holy Roman Empire, when its first origins were created. Like I wonder how much, like, I think it was Charlemagne. I wonder how much of Artorius is Charlemagne, but I don't know. I can look into that some other time. It's just always curious whenever they have, like, history kind of, like, not stylized, but like they draw from it to inspire. You know what I mean? If it weren't for Lord Artorius, the whole world would be naught but demons. I mean, obviously, Charlemagne didn't have to deal with demon blight, but, you know, there were other things. He is truly the savior of the world. I know there was, like, a crumbling infrastructure, and, you know, the Roman Empire had gone down, and all that kind of jazz. So, I mean, it's not like it's not the same, but then you can also say like, okay, well, Midgand is like part of this island community, but you could also kind of say that like all the Gans are different parts. Like apparently Midgand is its own country, and then there was like North Gand and West Gand and all this stuff. Like, are they actually their own countries too? Do they have their own kingdoms? And if that's the case, then it is kind of similar to the Holy Roman Empire in that there were different kingdoms that were eventually drawn into it. But anyway, it's just one of those things I get curious about. I like history in general, and then I like to look at, say, how RPGs draw from history sometimes. And it can be simple things, just like inspired by, like, obviously the fantasy setting, and this is very in that stylization of, I mean, like, if you look around, like, these all look like, I'm not going to say like 14th century housing, but I mean, like, obviously it's stylized in that fare of like old castles and old European homes. Probably not 14th century, but I wonder how much it draws. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Your request to hold a stage performance for the purpose of public recreation has been accepted. These are dark times, and the hearts of the people must be eased. However, disorderly conduct of any kind will be punished harshly. Is that quite clear? Perfectly. Thank you for your service. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. I thought I talked to him already. One of the head exorcists will give a speech at the ceremony. Maybe they found a cure for demon blight. Okay, that's probably just wishful thinking on my part. I think the speech is just a call for unity. We may have expelled the demons from the city, but we still don't know the root cause of the problem. And until we do, the battle will go on. Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that until now, but like, clearly the end of this game can't be just defeating Artorius. Like, there has to be some kind of end to the demon blight. Some sort, right? I wonder what it is. I hadn't even thought about that into this point. Like, I mean, I knew obviously this isn't gonna... Like, okay, look, we're 10 hours in the game. This is a Tales of game. There's no way that this is going to be the end. I wanted to check the hours to make sure I was right on the 10-hour thing, because I've been playing a lot. I just wanted to make sure, or I would say that, like, okay, so 10 hours in the game and we're at Logrand or whatever. We haven't even started exploring the map. Like, obviously this is nothing in the game. This is just setting up. This is all still probably, like, set up for what's going to happen. So it's a good point that, like, no matter what happens with Artorius here, we're going to have to find some cure to the demon blight, or else the game's never really going to have an ending. There are so many stalls and performers gathered for the ceremony. I haven't seen this much cheer in the city in ages. You're absolutely right. I have prayed such a day would come. Oh wow, those soldiers are so cool. I guess every boy adorizes a grown-up in armor. Adorize? Don't you mean idolize? Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing. It's a nice big city, though. Plenty of stuff to explore here. And explore it I shall. Look at everyone's smiles. It's making me smile, too. Aww. The city is jam-packed for the ceremony. I imagine all the good places are already taken. Seriously? I knew I should have camped out on a spot all night. The ceremony will soon begin at the castle plaza. Listen attentively and behave in an orderly manner. Yeah, all about order and logic in this game. Or the urge to resist order and logic. Who just leaves chests laying around in the middle of the street like that? I can climb up there, huh? Sometimes when a game gives me a nice big area to play around in, but then like I don't know where the story point is going to happen, I don't always like running around and playing in it. Gosh, how many cats do I have? 15. How many cats do I need? 95 cats to open again. These cats, man, I swear. Alright. 95 cats. I just need to remember that I need to get that 95 cat chest. I'll come back to it later. I guess. Because I sure don't got it now. I understand. Our guild will loan you whatever we can. We are grateful. Above all things, we need a place to properly worship the Empyrean. Most certainly, but what would you say to, in addition to the shrine within the cathedral? Wait, the Empyrean. It's been a while since I played Tales of Berseria. Was that the name of the organization in Tales of Berseria also? Begone, the Praetor is observing the exercises. Or is it the Praetor you have business with, perhaps? You know what? I think in between games I might look that up, because I'm starting to think that sounds familiar. We're drilling for a parade during the ceremony. You can watch so long as you stay out of the way. Oh, I'll stay out of the way, alright. Oh, such powerful physiques, how stirring. We owe much to the exorcists, but the common soldiers are also doing their part. The army has come far since the fall. I wonder if that soldier who flirted with me will be taking part. He seemed like a good enough lad, but I'd stay away if I were you. With a soldier, you never know what tomorrow may bring. That's right, he could be eaten by demons, or killed by me! Which would still be being eaten by a demon, I guess, in theory, because of my hand. Turn back! This area is off limits in preparation for the ceremony! Alright, let's go see what this event thing up here is. Wow, I literally cannot go into this area. Like, they're like, no, we are doing drills and you're not allowed to get in the way. Period.
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules, too. I won't be selfish. They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
Selfishness is sin. The world is a hard place. You mustn't spoil me, Mother, alright? Haha, very well, dear. I will listen to the exorcist. That is what will keep you safe, after all. Huh. That's really interesting, because I remember early on in the game when she was pre-arm, and she was being scolded by her friend to be more selfish, and she wasn't selfish at all, but I get the feeling like Artorius is going to blame her for having been selfish, right? Makes sense to me.
Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started.
It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be lost.
You can climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Coldbrand. None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
but he's a murderer.
He called Lord Innominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Sheperd!
Sheperd Artorius! Sheperd Artorius! Sheperd Artorius! Sheperd Artorius! Sheperd Artorius! Sheperd Artorius!
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready, before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Sheperd Artorius. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorius.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Ifrid has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
Okay, so now I'm
Stomach made a weird noise.
That's another sign that you're alive.
I'm definitely gonna have to look into it because he called himself the Sheperd. This is really eerie. I'm wondering if this game is actually tied to Zestria.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Sheperd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah, he was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorius' side. Because now I want to take Artorius down too.
This is just getting crazier and crazier. Okay, so the ship returned, so I guess we're gonna go take a break on this episode. Now that we've got some information, I'm gonna go look some stuff up because I'm really curious now. I don't want to go look too much stuff up because I don't want to ruin the game, but I am curious about whether or not the Empyrean was in the previous game, because maybe this is tied to Zestria, which is exciting if it is, but then I'm like, I didn't finish Zestria, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, we'll check it out later. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time as we go to the tavern and start figuring out the plan of action to take down Artorius.